Fortnite had a lot of its nerfs and its buffs, so today's video we're just gonna go over some of the things. I may forget some things, but you guys can let me know in the comments about that. So anyways, I actually wrote a note, so I actually won't forget about what I'm gonna be talking about. So what's the first I put on my note? Oh yes, the good old pump. That was a tragedy. Today's day, if you still look up the word in Fortnite, shotgun sniper, the pump used to be like the sniper of all things, because the pump had ridiculously RNG accuracy for some reason. You could hit pretty far and take damage. If you guys just look up that title, Fortnite shotgun sniper, you're gonna see these guys crazy shooting shotguns from far distances you don't believe it would shoot from. But eventually they did nerf it down a little bit about its accuracy, and it should be closer range, which is really good. And also the pump in general. For some reason, if you do the math, because 90 plus 90 is 180, so like, what was it? The whole 95 thing. So I'm just straight up talking about the whole damage multiplier for the headshot. Specifically, because there back then it just used to be the green and the white pump, but now we have a green and a blue pump. So people were kind of triggered about that. And okay, now I remember the green pump does 190 damage. So for some reason it should be 190 one shot to the head, but if you shoot for a headshot back then, so like I think before season 5. No, before season 5 or 4. I think it was somewhere at mid season 4 that they did nerf the damage of the pump. It did 80 to 85. It still wouldn't matter because you still would have hit a 237 headshot to the head, which makes no sense in general. If you lay out the base damage and add in the double, so 90 plus 90, 180, 95 plus 95, 190, and you got 80 and 80. That's 160, then 85 plus 85, 170. So that would make perfect sense if you had one shot to the head, and then finish it off with like a different weapon. But you know that wasn't decided about that until later on when they nerfed it, which didn't make any sense because now people were like, I think by then, if you were those people, you would get pretty mad at those people who just managed just to shoot you one shot. Doesn't matter if you have 200 health. You're done. You're done. What's next? Shotgun color change. For this one, excuse me. So back, I'm just gonna keep referring to this because before season 4 and 5. That's what I'm gonna mean by back in the day. So back in the day, it's always the color of these shotguns. So shotgun rarity colors is the next one. So it used to be a gray pump and green pump. Green tack, blue tack, purple tack, the godly weapon that everybody loves, including myself. Soul attack fan till this day. So when they added in like the heavy shotgun, I think like over a week or two, that's when they changed the rarity of the colors. So now it's green pump to blue pump, and gray tack, not blue, green tack, and then blue tack. They just transferred the stats over and just make the shotgun of the tack have like a crap load damage. It does 61, I believe so, and then the green and blue does like somewhere around the 70s. 74 is the blue one, which is the purple one. It really didn't make any sense. I feel that they just should have just changed the pump and just leave the tack. The tack is just perfect. You got green, blue, and purple. Why do you need to change it even more? It wouldn't make a difference if you're just going to keep everything the same. It's just a rarity of the color you're just going to give out. But now I wish the purple tack will come back. So yeah. What's the next? Submachine gun. Oh my gosh, this used to be the meta in like I think the first 3 to 4 weeks of Fortnite. Ever since they added in the drum gun, the submachine gun, and everybody's favorite gun, the P90. You get the P90 submachine gun or the drum gun, you're done. I feel like just quitting quit the game because it doesn't make any sense at all why people would just pick it up. Because like you really have to hold down that trigger button when you're building a 1x1 and trying to outbuild this person so they reload. SMGs used to be the big thing of Fortnite right now in Season 5, and now they've been toned down a little bit. There was this idea from Ninja that he made during one of his videos. I don't remember which one, but or no, not videos, live streams. That he made this good suggestion for the P90 Nerf is when it goes through 25 bullets, it overheats, so it cools down for like 3 seconds. 3 to 5 seconds, I think he says that, and then it finishes as 25. That could be a lot better, but now they nerfed it. Well, you have 40 shots to go through and not 50, so I feel like that still wouldn't make any difference. I feel like, I don't know, if you were to do that, then why haven't you done that to the drum gun? But for both of these SMGs and the regular SMG without the suppressor, it's not that accurate anymore because people started to use those instead of ARs because ARs are the superior weapons of accuracy. They're more than anything besides sniper rifle. We all know why. But yeah, they nerfed the accuracy. I think the suppress machine gun SMG, suppress SMG does more accuracy than any other SMG, because if you just sit and aim, you're not going to get that 100% accuracy from all the SMGs. It's only the suppressed one, and you're just going to hit 9s, because I remember I tried this out when I was doing 50v50, or the Solar 50s, however you call it, and I was shooting 9s for like a medium-ish distance. You have to be close up in person to get those heavy hits. So yeah, SMGs back in the day, it weren't that too much different, because tacticals were used to be the thing, but now we got 2 broken SMGs that still hasn't been nerfed. 100% accuracy. Oh, this one was just like a fixed change, because back then I think it was like pre-season 1, pre-season 1 somewhere in season 2. That there used to be the first LTM limited time mode was actually the 100% accuracy test. So when you aim, your crosshair fires shrink down a little bit, and one shot, it's 100% accurate. Like you can shoot anything from a good far distance if you just let those little 4 lines connect to each other to make a little plus sign, and then you can shoot what's in there. So then that was taken out, and 50v50 was there, even though that was the original LTM. We still have that today, so that's how. I think it's because of Bloom, because Bloom is when you shoot your 4 lines like all around. It's just like an open a plus sign, but in the middle, but in the space in the middle, and that's where you're shooting from. So Bloom is when you shoot and you have a 50-50 chance of shooting a person and not shooting a person. So yeah, that's what Bloom is. You could be hitting so far away that one shot can determine either you hit that person or you miss. So it's actually better now of the accuracy. So now if you like lightly tap it and not just fire off, because you won't have that much chances of actually hitting all your shots, because that's literally impossible unless you have really good accuracy. Then I don't see any other way. What is this? Jump pad. Oh my gosh, this was like season 1. They took that out. Bounce pad, jump pad. It's just the bouncer, but there was only 2 separate ones. So you have the jump pad wall and the jump pad floor. So you place one on the floor, and boosts you up, and that's it. And you can just take it and go all the way down. No fall damage. Same thing with the jump pad wall. I don't know why they took it out. They never made like a reason why they took it out. They just took it out, and then later in season 4, we actually got them back, but they're actually bigger now. Back in season 1, they were actually smaller, so you could place down 4 in each little corner. So I thought that would be useful and something you guys should know. But now it's actually big, just like a damage trap or any other thing. And I feel like they should introduce more items that we can use pretty soon. Something that's balanced and doesn't need to be nerfed. And yeah, bouncers are just like the Hot Rocks effect, but it wears off after 3 seconds. You hit the wall where the bouncer is, and then you fling off. And speaking of damage traps, let's talk about this one. Damage traps used to be 150, and now they changed it to 75 for no reason, and now they change it back to, I think it's 175 or 150, I'm not too sure about that, which really doesn't make any sense of why you need to nerf it to 75. If you could just put it to 100, it would be perfectly fine, because if you don't have shields, you're dead. If you do have shields, it'll take the damage for you, and you need to look for more shields. So I don't know why they have to go over the number to 100, because 100 is just basically perfect and simple. You enter a house with no shields, you're dead. And that's your fault for doing that, because you haven't found any shields, but you know, you decided to go to that one house that somebody already been there, and you got killed by a damage trap, so that fault's on you. Bah, bah. Oh my gosh, the biggest nerf I ever seen in Fortnite, and I'm pretty disappointed with this one. This one is llamas. Llamas were introduced, I think somewhere in season 3-ish, I think. Llamas are the supply llamas that gives you materials, ammo, and then other items like traps, boogie bombs, shields, and heals. So it gives you like a medkit, bandages, medium shield, slurps, damage traps, cozy campfires, launch pads, bouncers, all the ammo, and missing one, minis. So yeah, they took a really big nerf because of the whole pyramid triangle type of style. When you kill people, you get more loot from them and everything. But now it's just when you go to a public game and you find a llama, it's going to give you 200 of each materials. Rockets are taken out. I'll get to that in a sec. And that's all. But it kind of did a little bit make sense, because 500 materials would be a little bit overpowered if you could just kill people and receive a lot of materials out of that. It's the triangle effect. Whoever's the top one gets all the loot and everything. So for this one, I feel like they should just buff a little bit. I'll just give it like 300 materials, because keep in mind, these things are really rare to find, and this one is just RNG, and there's only 3 per game. So it could be at the corner of a map, or it could be on top of a clock tower and tilted towers. That's how random these supply llamas can be. It could be anywhere that you don't expect it to be, and it just shows up there. And yeah, and rockets, there used to be in the llama, but back then you could carry a lot of rockets, like over 50 or something, because that's how I remembered, because I used to use the rocket launcher if I get it. But the rocket launcher took a big nerf. The reloading time for the rocket launcher is slow, so the same thing with the grenade launcher. And the ammo capacity, it used to be like a lot, like how any other gun has a certain point of the limit, but now it carries 12 shots, and I'm pretty okay with that, because like you can like not have to worry about people having unlimited rockets unless you're in a squad game. You're definitely screwed. But I like this nerf, and I feel like it just should stay like this, because of the rockets in general. Because if you're in a 1v1 rematch and you try to play for using your ARs and going in for the sweet shotgun, one shot to the head build battle fight, your opponent doesn't play fair and just spams you with a lot of rockets, and you're trying so hard to maintain your fort to stay there until the circle comes to him or you have to move, which makes it really stressful for you, but it makes it easy for the person, because you're putting the pressure on them, shooting so many rockets. Eventually one rocket will do damage, and then you're screwed. But you're not that much screwed if you have a grenade launcher, because grenade launcher are pretty impossible to outbuild unless you have a bouncer or a launch pad and you just have insane building, or if you have good timing and everything to place it and just get out of the situation. Because a grenade launcher, you can just shoot one, and then you'll have so much building going on, and all your mats burning through that. what makes it even worse, if you're trying to do a double grenade launcher, you can't survive at all. You'll probably die in the next like 10 seconds of it if you manage to survive about that. What's next? Thermal scope. So we are gonna talk about in this section like items that's perfectly balanced, and these are like great examples of weapons that has pros and cons but still hasn't been nerfed at all, and that's the good part. And let's go on. So we only have 3 weapons and that'll be it. So let's talk about the thermal scope. So the thermal scope was so hyped, it was pretty overpowered. It did like 30 something damage to the body shot and 72 in the headshot. So what makes this gun really good is just its damage, base damage in general. But the drawback, it's slow reload speed. It's just a little bit slow, and its fire rate. So that's good in a way, because I feel like Epic should make weapons that has both pros and cons, so that way the community won't complain that much. And you also got the thermal heat vision, but now they only nerfed the heat vision a little bit, that you cannot see from a far distance, which is pretty fine. I still think the thermal scope is pretty much one of the balanced weapons of the game, and yeah, it shouldn't be touched on anymore than besides that range of you can see the thermal heat signatures from. So yeah, what else? Double barrel. Double barrel shouldn't be nerfed at all. It's actually a perfect shotgun, and so is the heavy, but both of them are balanced, and they both have their pros and cons. So let me talk about that real quickly. For damage, for damage, the double barrel outbeats the heavy shotgun from the damage. But accuracy, the heavy shotgun is superior for that, and the double barrel has the superior of the widespread of your pellet shooting, while the heavy shotgun, you have like a small reticle. It's actually smaller than the pumps. If you can kind of look it up or compare the two, you will have small reticles on your heavy shotgun, and for the double barrel you have a big reticles, so you cannot miss your shots. So what both of these weapons rely or have their cons on is double barrel. It doesn't have good damage on its accuracy. So this is the only shotgun that you need for close range. We're talking really close. We're talking about like build fighting close, if you guys can understand that type of style. But the heavy shotgun has a good damage and headshot multiplier, and it has like the best accuracy out of all the 3 shotguns. And that's why the heavy is the more superior than double barrel, but you can make a debate either the heavy or the double barrel. I just say heavy because of the accuracy. Accuracy is very important in the game. If you miss a one shot will make a big difference if you miss it or if you hit it. So heavy, I still believe it's still the best shotgun in the game. I will admit that. Rip pump and tack back in the day. But yeah, but the double barrel can kind of prove me wrong if they buff the double barrel to have good accuracy in medium range, but who knows, because in somewhat of a close to medium-ish range, it can do like 42 damage, I believe so. But time will tell if Epic are going to nerf it or buff it, so I hope they don't do neither, because it's well balanced, so there's no reason why. Last one we're going to talk about in this video is going to be the heavy sniper. When it came out, I had expectations of what's going to be like, because whenever there's a new gun, I always look for its stats and look what I'm dealing with, or know what I'm going to be dealing with when I enter in a situation. So I think I'm going to be uploading a video quite soon, and you guys will know what that is. It's just wins in Fortnite Season 5, so it doesn't matter. Spoiled it, whatever. So for this one, it's pretty insane. They could nerf the damage a little bit, but it still wouldn't make a difference. So the heavy sniper, right now the base damage is 150. So if you do not have 200 health, full shield and full health, you will be one tap just from the sniper at body range. It doesn't matter. It does not matter if you don't have. It does not matter if you don't have 200 health. Well, it does matter if you have 200 health. Well, I don't know what I'm saying. If you have 200 health, that leaves you to 50 health left. So yeah, you're pretty screwed from there point on. but it does over 300 damage with a headshot. And its drawback is just its slow reloading time, and that's a good thing, because once you shoot one by one, the wall will like be gone like it's never there before. I mean, that's a cool little feature. It can shoot through penetrate the walls. I think it takes I don't know how many shots for the metal, but for brick and wood, they're easy one shots for the heavy snipers. So yeah, and it's really pretty balanced. If it's all depending on the player. If the player has 150, someone with a heavy shoots them and they insta die, that's their fault for not being at 200 health. Like, see, people can make complaints just because of something stupid that they did not mean to do, or never meant to do, or won't admit that they do. But heavy sniper is pretty well balanced, has a good damage, and it's kind of its self fire rate, so you have to deal with that before you get back into the action. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my video of all the things in Fortnite that I know from right now. If I'm missing anything, please let me know in the comments, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have a wonderful and great day, and see you guys in the next one. Peace.